Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of the internet. Welcome back to another episode of Jay and Don Learn to Cope. I'm your host, Jay. Joined with me, as always, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the grandfather, the godfather, not the grandfather, he ain't that dusty, the godfather himself, Don, also known as Payne.
Hello.
There he is, back, believe it or not, for episode 2.
As the fans requested.
The fans requested. Almost didn't get that one out. The speech impediment almost kicked in there. I had to slow it down.
Jeez, already.
That happened last episode, too, I noticed.
I know. You brought it up a couple times.
Yeah, well, that happens. Episode 2, we said we're only going to do one, but the fans insisted on it. Here we are.
Here we are.
Episode 2. You can find this podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, not on Spotify, because you have to pay $14 a month. So if one of my sugar mamas want to hit my Cash App,
my GoFundMe.
My GoFundMe,
Hit my
$14.
GoFundMe.
If you want on Spotify, pay me. I'll put it on Spotify. Your wish is my command. I'm a servant.
Otherwise, kick rocks.
Yeah. So last episode was an astounding success. It hot off the record. People.
Positive feedback all around.
We get stopped everywhere.
People are making T-shirts.
Yeah. We try to go to the gym and they go, "Wait, are you like the Don? So you like from like the podcast?"
Yeah.
Yeah. All my hoes, they all tuned in, talking about how great it is. So I appreciate that.
Gotta love that. You're gonna have to reconnect.
And I think it went great for the first episode because usually a new podcast, the quality is really bad. But I blew my entire savings, my child's
the whole bank
college,
account, and you sold your shirts.
my bank account. I sold everything for this equipment, so the quality is great. The content I think was great as well. It's something that I think is going to hold up. We're not going to come back from it in a couple of years and be like, that was cringe.
Right. Like our YouTube videos.
Yeah.
That are top secret classified information.
Payne and I made
buried
some
by the CIA.
Payne and I, you've never seen them. I don't even bring them out of the archives for you.
I know. I've only seen them like twice, I think.
But Payne and I made some Let's Plays. It was like 5 to 10 episodes, and we're 15. We just turned 15.
Yeah.
And they still hold up. Besides my voice is really squeaky, we're talking about, we went to go see The Visit, which was in theaters. And I guess we found the actress in there hot when we were 15, and she was 15 as well. So we talked about that, which is what we're doing now, except 21-year-olds.
Trying not to catch a case.
Trying not to catch a case. So I listened. Did you listen to the podcast at all?
I listened about the first 10 minutes.
It was too bad for you or what?
Nah, I can't get held up.
You can't.
Can't get held up, you know what I mean?
I know what it is. You don't like listening to your own voice.
I got the smooth voice.
When I did bring the microphones for you, you were like, yeah, that's what I sound like.
Yeah.
Which is surprising because I've never heard anyone like gotten a mic.
I should listen to it though, considering I forgot about 80% of the conversation.
Well, that's fine. That gives us, I can pad out more time for this one. I listened to it 3 times. I listened to it once and I was mixing it. And then I listened to it about 2 more times after that because I was trying to get notes about it. And I have some notes here. The first note is I talked too much, too fast, which is true. And I talked so much, I was speaking over you, because I was just in my head going, talk, no dead air. That I missed a lot of the shit you said about me. You called me a Sith at one point. There were so many jokes.
The little digs.
I don't think you're ever going to get that past me again, but you could try.
We'll see.
The second thing I have was too many gay jokes.
Came on a little strong.
Wow. So here's the thing, was the topics. We had the lie detector test, which I didn't say any gay jokes about myself. The loony gas, I did say. I said I don't want to go on loony gas because my gay fantasies. And then there was another one at the very end. There was something
the jeans,
else.
Maybe?
No, not the jeans. My dream. But in that dream, I said I realized I was not gay because I said, no, that's gay. Right. So I clarified it.
So a lot of gay talk in the first episode.
Yeah. All my hoes know it's a joke, though. So that's what really matters. But I'll try to keep it down to a minimum. But I will say, I could just be like, I like dick. And Payne's like, okay. And then someone will make even like the slightest gay joke. And you're like,
Yeah, you got to give him the side eye.
You're like,
with that one.
You're like, I think he's gay, Jay.
Yeah, he might be.
Like, I think he's just joking.
Throwing that around a little too loosely.
Dude, I guess it's more graphic detail. I wouldn't dare joke about,
the undergarments. The undercarriage.
As you say, could joke about, a man's. I don't know how to put this in polite society terms, but nothing in the back. That's why I draw the line at. I don't joke about that. Ladies listen to it. I had a couple of shotties say they listen to it, which is a little surprising. I mean, we did say we're fixing a generation, boys and girls. And there's a lot of lost girls out there as well. But I just thought, our demographic is 13 to 25 male. However,
which is why we gotta ease back on the cursing like sailors.
oh yeah, that's another thing. Grandma's listening. That's another thing. I swore like a sailor in the first one.
Yeah.
I guess I was popping off. I mostly didn't. I was talking about Brett. Fuck you, Brett.
Yeah, but that's just us.
Yeah.
The unfiltered.
And the swearing like sailors this podcast really is just Payne and I talking. If there was someone else here, it wouldn't be like this at all.
Right.
Because we don't
like
talk.
Our old boss.
Yeah.
You know what I like about you guys? You guys don't curse.
You guys
like sailors.
You guys don't swear like sailors. And we're laughing because when we're around him, of course we don't.
Yeah, all business.
You drop, maybe
a bitch here, something like that, but keep it to a minimum.
Yeah. And then even like when we're around your dad, we're still pretty formal.
Yeah.
Unless there's like a good story, but even then we're dancing around things. But when we're, I guess, just alone, we're popping off.
Yeah, I guess so.
So I'll try to keep that down. It was a little cringe, I'll be honest, listening back to
it?
how much I was swearing. Yeah, but I don't really. I guess I was just popping up. Mostly the Brett thing, like I said, I was calling him a dumb motherfucker, which is warranted. But I don't take anything I said back. I don't take back the gay jokes; they were funny, and I don't take back the swearing against Brett.
Gotta stand by it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my notes.
Your notes.
Huh? What?
Your notes. There she is.
Who's she?
Amson?
My phone?
Yeah. What's her name?
I don't know. I've had nothing but Android devices. I didn't get a phone until last year, 2021.
Homie's walking around with a 28-inch display tablet.
I had Samsung tablets. Could always lose my phones. So my original one was like a normal. It was like 9 inches, and I had that for a couple of years. That name was Sam, because the old one had such thick bezels. They'd have Samsung printed at the top. This is back in 2013. So the first one was Sam. I had that from 2013, 2015. Then I had the next one, which was Sung, which was huge. It was like the 12-inch one. It was like my laptop in front of me. I brought it out.
Homie's walking around with that.
I brought it out, and I used to like bring it everywhere.
Yeah, let's go to the park. Homie's got a 28-inch display.
Yeah, and Peyton saw it recently. He's like, "How did you walk around with that?" It's insane. And Sung lasted me from
a long time, I think.
January 2016 to October 2019.
Yeah.
And then I had Amson, which was...
That was a short lifespan on that one.
Amson was 2019 to 2021, but it got the most messed up.
Which one was the one that was doxing you pretty much on Instagram?
Wait, hold on. That's what I was going to bring about. That was Sung. We could talk about that whole story. Thank you, my darling, for bringing this up.
Sung.
This is good stuff. This is a great story. That's why you tune in for stories like this. For me embarrassing myself. So there was a female that used to go to our school.
Yeah.
She went there. She was a little raggedy, let's say that.
A little bit.
A little rough around the edges.
Yeah.
So I started doing cyber school in 9th grade, 2014. And you'd have to go in once a year to do standardized testing.
Right.
And my dad would like break down the door, and I'd be in there just like a sniveling sob on the floor, pissing and shitting in my own filth, crying. He's like, "Come on, we gotta go." He'd almost sympathize with me in the later years.
Yeah.
Because I guess he just could sense the autism dripping off me of having to go and do this.
Right.
So
you're already nervous.
2018?
Something like that. Maybe even 19 early.
2018. I go in there for standardized testing. And I was watching, I believe, 13 Reasons Why, season 2.
Okay. Did she have a crush on you at one point?
Maybe back in
I
the
think
day.
so, because I think that's what made it even that much more of a, almost like a nervous breakdown.
But I stopped seeing her in 2014.
Yeah.
Homie
dipped out.
Yeah. We used to call her Meg, as in Family Guy.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
So that's like another thing. Everyone called her Meg.
She was Meg, yeah.
Yeah. She would get cranky about that. So I'm going to standardized testing 2018. I'm bringing my Nintendo Switch. I'm playing on the car to satiate myself. That's when I just got my Nintendo Switch, and I still took it places. That was probably the only time I actually undocked it. So I was playing that. My dad drops me off, and I'm like, "I hate you. Die, old man." He's like, "Yeah, I know, but it's for your own good." So I go in there, and I'm drawing on a piece of paper. I'm just like doodling, and I'm like, right, like I wish I wasn't here, and drawing other stuff. They probably would have thought I was gonna,
shoot the place
if
up.
they saw the piece of paper. But
Yeah.
so we're like getting in chairs, and there's a girl in front of me. And I said, "Hey, everybody, Shotty's caked up during standardized testing." And I'm like, "Wow, how about that? Ain't that a miracle?" She turns around. My eyes are still there. And she turns around. It's Meg.
And Meg locks him dead
it's
in the
Meg,
eyes.
yeah. And we recognize each other. And I was like, wow, I was checking out Meg from back in the day. And sure enough, you would guess it. They put us right next to each other. We're like sharing a desk, basically, sharing a table right next to each other. We don't say anything because I'm like, I ain't saying anything. I guess after it, though, I got a spurt of confidence. And after the standard testing, we had to wait in the lobby, and there was a big, like, L-shaped couch, and there was tons of single chairs. Everyone's sitting in single chairs. I sit on the L-shaped couch. I got my leg over my other leg. I have, like, both arms. I'm just big chilling because I'm like, I know the bitch is going to come over on this couch. Sure enough, she comes out. She sits on the other side of the L-shaped couch. We talk about 10 minutes. Sparks fly. We hit it off.
Homie Jay hitting on Meg.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
I don't know what happened. It was just laughing, and it was funny because like since we're like the only people who actually knew each other, we're laughing, talking. Everyone else is being quiet,
just depressed.
Yeah,
sad sobs.
Because they're all antisocial as well. They haven't been to school.
They're all
in
defeated, right?
So that was that, and I'm telling Peyton the story on one weary night in homie Ty's living room.
I'm like, there's no way she's bad.
And I go, but she's bad though.
There's no way. She's Meg. There's no way she's bad.
Also, no, and here's nothing. A week later, I go to Ruby Tuesdays with my old man and stepmom. We go there,
baby.
And she's the waiter, not our waiter, but she is a waiter. And I guess she saw me. I didn't recognize her, and she hits me up on Instagram and says, "You're stalking me now. You're coming to my work." And I'm like,
ballsy.
So I play it cool, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. So then I'm telling Payne, I'm like, yo, she's bad though.
I'm like, there ain't no way.
There ain't no way. So I'm showing him the Instagram.
He's like, here, check this out.
I'm showing him the Instagram on my tablet, and my screen is so bonked where it's cracked. It'll just repeatedly press ding 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 for like 10 seconds, and then stop in this exact spot.
Right.
And I'm showing him this photo. I don't think it's explicit, just like a photo of her from like a year ago.
But it was old.
She's only got like 8 posts.
It might have been older than a year.
She's only got like 8 posts.
And it wasn't early. It wasn't early either. It was like 1 or 2 a.m.
It was 4 a.m.
4
It was 4 a.m.
Even
my
worse.
phone.
Your tablet.
Of course, every man's biggest fear is the double click when you're showing anyone a phone, especially a boomer.
Whatever you do, don't double click this
Don't.
picture.
Don't get your big sausage fingers in there trying to zoom in on it.
Yeah.
Trying to see an open toe shoe.
Don't do me dirty. Don't do me dirty.
I did myself dirty.
Yeah.
My tablet did it. Bing, 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 bing. Liked it.
Which means she got about 12 notifications.
Hold on. So that happens, and Payne's like, you dumb bastard.
You're dumb.
And I'm like, oh, it's fine, 4 a.m. She messages me instantly. Can I help you?
Done and by your own laptop.
And here I am trying to explain and I'm like, my screen's cracked, and I'm like, I'm with Peyton right now, and
coping hard.
But
she's seeing
the
right
truth.
through
it's
it.
The truth,
but she's seeing right through it.
I go, well, I was like, I'm with Peyton right now. I said I saw you recently. I was showing him your Instagram, and my screen's cracked, and it lit up. She goes, that's funny. I've had a broken screen before. Of course she has, because every female's phone's just, looks like cobwebs.
Yeah, they've been through the ringer.
Yeah, literally, they've been through the ringer.
Right.
She's like, that's funny. My screen's been broken before, and I don't remember it being like that.
Anything like that.
I don't know. I went from there, but
and that's how.
And that's it.
Jay's shot.
And then
was deflected.
And then, like always, I just fumble it at the. We haven't contacted since then. I don't think that was. I mean, she played it off pretty well.
No, she caught you lacking. I guess so. Dude. She wanted you to admit it. She's like, it's 4 a.m. I'm tired. You woke me up to 12 notifications. Admit it, you bastard. Yeah.
It's funny though. I'm telling the truth. She doesn't believe it at all.
No, I wouldn't have either.
I name dropped you because I'm like,
as you're out,
a more highly credible source than me. I'm showing you to the Don.
She's like, you're lying.
She's like, damn, he showed me off to Peyton.
Yeah,
that's my idea. So there you go. That bought us about 15 minutes. That great story. Of another great story of Jay's embarrassment and my way with the ladies.
Well, you got.
Yikes. I don't know why I got that confidence sitting on the couch, though. Just like my big brain.
Yeah, I wouldn't have pictured that at all.
I'm just like, if I sit on this couch, she's going to sit on the couch next. If she didn't, though, that'd been
Did you pick the ideal seating? Like right in the middle or something?
I was near the crotch of the L shape, right to the left. So I was. Okay. It wasn't like I was on one end of the L shaped couch as she had to sit. I was.
It was strategic.
Yeah, and it was the only thing that was group sitting.
Yeah.
She almost like darted. She like kind of leaned forward. On the
she did not want to lose that spot. So she beelined it right for it. She locked eyes.
So that's my advice for the boys out there. Don't sleep on Megs, because they might.
They might just turn around. And they might most of the time, I don't think they do.
Unless somebody ties case where you predicted a girl.
Kind of diamond in the rough. Well, ties.
I don't know about diamond. Is she bad?
No. But I mean, like the probability of that happening is very slim. Very slim.
What's it? The Family Guy where Lois sleeps with Jean from Kiss, and she goes, "Well, my ice is explore all options." Like she says, sleep around because you don't know who's gonna become.
Right.
Yeah. There you go. That's it. That's a podcast.
What's the next story you got?
Well, that's like one of my only 2 life stories. So of anything importance, and no, it's because I had to get dragged out of the house for that.
You were forced into that situation.
What sucked about that story is I couldn't really tell anybody because I'm not gonna talk about that story to my dad.
Right. And you hate Brett.
Yeah.
So.
And he's not gonna get it. He's what's going on now?
You would.
You wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
Of course, you know the context of Meg. Shout out to Meg.
Somehow,
maybe she's listening to this.
Somehow our third homie is never around for these stories. Somehow.
Maybe send this podcast to her.
It's interesting.
And then she'll talk about how I'm completely like Michael from The Office. Like, your memory has failed you greatly. And it went nothing like that
right, yeah.
at all.
Little Office.
It's just a great story of just the looking at her ass. And then I'm like, wow, and then she turns around and it's her. It's like a movie.
Ooh! And then you Metal Gear. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about it? What's the other story you were telling me? Saying you were going to tell?
About the party.
Yourself. Oh, geez.
This is just me telling stories now. I thought we'd have.
What's wrong with
you
that?
You don't got anything to tell?
I got shit right now. Just hanging out.
Haven't you lived?
Yeah, but you make me tell you stories all the time that they're just
you live
dry
through me. That's
point.
why you live through me. That's
I think you live through me.
I don't think so. What story? How do I live through you?
You've had me say so many stories. All of them.
I can't
just
think
so
one.
dry. You probably know them better than I do
one.
at this point.
You're burnout.
No. The opposite,
I
actually.
just don't care.
Yeah.
What a great co-host. Or not even co-host, a host. Your name's in. I put you in the name of the podcast. I could have named it Signifying Nothing.
That would have been a good one.
Well.
You're just throwing podcast names out there.
Well, that one's used for the propaganda.
I'll just go make my own. And name it Signifying
You already
Nothing.
Well, you're going to have it with my dad.
Yeah.
Don and the Big
I'll
Man.
have 3. One with you, one with your dad, one by myself.
You don't even know what the Signifying Nothing's from.
That's okay. You've told me it once.
Yeah. I didn't listen, of course, but...
Yeah.
Reminds me of that tragedy. I'm learning about that all day.
I know that guy's name? I don't know his name.
Wait, what? Norm MacDonald?
Yeah, that guy. I don't know his name.
Wow, what a terrible name. Reminds me of that tragedy. I wish my comedic timing was that good.
Yeah, no.
So we could talk about...
That takes years.
Here's what we could talk about.
Okay.
Your purchase.
My purchase. The most embarrassing purchase I've ever had to make in all.
Besides
maybe not embarrassing, more so demasculating.
Was that more embarrassing than your prescription of Extends or?
Extends?
Yeah.
What do we got there? Hair extensions? Is that what that is?
He's playing dumb.
What's Extends?
Your blue pills you got? Less embarrassing on that?
Blue pills?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? The hell is Extends?
Dumb as hell.
But anyway, we're in Walmart, and I tell Jay, I gotta find an exfoliant. I got naturally big pores. I gotta exfoliate.
Right.
So I'm looking all over. I'm like, all right, Jay, I'll be right back. I find them, and I'm checking. I find one of them, but it's pale pink and rose gold, and has a phallic. It's basically a phallic symbol. With a big tip on the end.
Big tip. Just the way he likes it.
No. And I'm like, I really don't want to buy this in pink. If it's black, I could get away with it. But pink,
it's not even a cool bubblegum pink.
No,
it's pale pink.
It's the most feminine pink you'll ever see.
I described it. It's like your dead grandma in the casket pink.
So I'm running the analyzers. I'm looking. I checked 3 different times for a different color. The place is beat. They only have the pink. I'm like, well, I'm not coming back here, so I might as well get the pale pink. So I don't even put it in the cart because I can't get caught lacking.
He's kind of holding it like the Prince Charming with the glass slipper. He's holding like 3 feet away from him.
Yeah, I'm holding it up pretty much up in the air, so no one thinks that this is like an incognito purchase. So, I got to get it out of the way.
I'm
If someone's
proud.
going to confront me, it's already here. It's in their face.
It's phallic, and I'm proud.
So I bring it home and then I
he
bust
shows
it out.
me, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah,
thing?
I bust it out, and to make matters worse, not only is it a phallic symbol, it vibrates.
It has
which-
5 settings. It has
which made it even worse.
It has 5 settings. It has zzz, then it has zzz, 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 then it has turbo, zzz, which is just that louder.
Right.
And then it kicks into overdrive where it has like beads on the face of it that turn.
It goes ham.
So
So I immediately had to call the wife and show her so that she didn't think a hoe was over.
So, like-
because it's the most feminine thing you'll ever see. Someone walks in your bathroom, you better hide that. Because if they
Stands
look
out.
at that, they're gonna be like, what's going on here, Don? What are you doing in the shower,
don't think-
buddy?
oh, I thought you were gonna say that they think it's your girls, but
Well, they could. Well, maybe.
here's
I don't
how
know if I would think that though.
Here's what happened. to me.
definitely wouldn't
I walked
think
in. It has a wireless charging stand. 'Cause I guess it's 2022.
Right.
I walked in there just to stand, and I go, "Where the hell is this damn thing?" So I'm looking around. I'm looking
Boom,
around.
boom,
I
boom,
go, uh-oh, bastard's
Boom,
got it in
boom.
his room already. He's putting it to good use.
boom, boom.
And I look over as I'm peeing, and it's in the shower caddy, dripping wet. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, gross.
Not a good sight. Not a good sight. Yeah,
It's
no.
3 inches of phallic with a big head.
Not
on
a
it.
good sight. Pretty embarrassing buy, but it had to be done. It works well. It works well.
I can't tell a difference.
Well,
What are you exfoliating?
get a magnifying glass.
What are you
I don't know what to tell you.
exfoliating?
My pores,
Where? Okay, where?
mostly my nose.
Bruh.
Get a lot of blackheads in my nose. You don't get that?
I do, but I'm pro blackhead. I like them.
You're pro blackhead. That's whack.
I like to look like,
See, maybe that's the problem. You start exfoliating, and the hoes just know. Oh, he takes care of himself. Whoa,
I'm
check out
on
this guy.
I'm on like a,
You're on low maintenance mode, is what you're on.
and I still look
You're
great.
barely getting by.
And
at
I
this
still look
point.
great. I'm on a man's
I don't know
mode.
how your hair.
You're high maintenance.
I don't know how your hair still manages to look like your hair. Like you
Yeah.
just got out of a salon, but
Yeah,
other
we'll
than
work.
that, you're on low maintenance mode where you're just kind of slugging around.
We'll work for 8 hours, and I'll take my hat off. That
bro, looks like I just got out of the fucking salon,
and Payne looks like he's a rat just got out of the sewer.
Yeah,
I don't know how he does it. He looks like
I work hard. What can I say? I'm like
Not really.
you
Payne's high maintenance.
carrying your ass.
Payne's high maintenance. I'm low maintenance.
Yeah, I guess so.
You like do anything, and you look like you just went through the Vietnam War.
Yeah, I
He
don't know.
falls apart.
Big sweat glands
He's
or
like-
something.
he's like a
Sweating all the
horror-
goddamn time.
A horror walk of shame in the morning. He's holding his shoes.
Rough.
He's barefoot holding his
Rough, dude.
shoes.
Should have saw me at the gym today, dude. I was basically crawling out of there. It looked like I took a bath. It was bad.
They went that ham on you there, the boys.
out of here, the gay jokes.
I was
Homie.
crawling out of there.
Homie. We did legs, so I'm crawling out of there. It looks like I just took a damn bath. Who the lady?
Who that lady?
Who the lady?
I didn't go.
Yeah,
You were doing legs.
sloth. Is what
I
that
only
is.
go there to do.
Two things: back and buys.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm
The
trying
two
to look,
B's,
I'm
in
trying
and
to look,
out.
I'm trying to look like Popeye.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look like a Dr. Seuss character.
Right. Big buys, turtle shell, nothing else. We're good
Yeah.
with that. You got the legs covered, the Manning, the
Manning
Manning jeans.
Yeah, and I got the situation.
This situation. Yeah.
That thing's coming out
You think?
all this summer.
You think
I'm
so?
busting that thing.
The
out.
gut?
Yeah, the gut's coming out.
The gut's coming out. We're gonna be like
It's
boomers
mo-
cutting grass.
It's more of like a belly
I'm
at
with
this
it.
point than a gut.
I'm
I'd
with
say
it.
it's not spilling.
Cutting grass with the gut out. That's how
Yeah.
we're gonna be. Like the boomers.
This situation.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
So the advice for this podcast, last week it was buy new jeans, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
good time to mention. We were asking. Well, people were just talking about the podcast, which was weird. It was weird
Is it kind of surreal for you?
a little bit. Like I'd record it, and I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that. I'm posting this to the internet. I'm happy.
Then
and
you get
then,
the feedback.
And then 2 seconds later, someone's like, listen to the whole thing. I'm like, what'd I say in it? And one of the kids from the gym said, bro, I listened to the whole thing, bro. And Payne's like, really? That's
Notorious liar.
yeah.
Notorious liar.
Payne
Oh,
goes,
really? Did
yeah.
you?
And
Did
I go,
you?
And I go, hold on, did you? And I go, oh, let's quiz him.
Let's quiz his ass.
And at first I was going to think of what happened at Red Robin or what restaurant did.
Yeah, but he's a dumb motherfucker, so we had to
The
dumb it
waitress,
down even
yeah.
more.
Now, any real Jay and Don Learn How to Cope fan would know. I almost forgot the podcast name there for a second.
Rough.
I was like, Jay and Don, what cope? The teach it cope? Any fan would know that, that happened to Red Robin and the
Yeah.
waitress embarrassing story,
Right.
which was your brother's favorite part of the podcast.
Loved
So
it.
shout out for him.
Loved it.
I really like the
He
part.
loved the whole thing, but that was his favorite.
I really like the part where Jamie made an ass of himself.
Yeah.
I didn't make an ass out of myself. She made an ass of herself. Made her.
Debatable. Very debatable.
I don't think that's the case. Now it's back on her.
Yeah. Yeah. You embarrassed the whole Red
She's
Robin,
like,
really.
wow.
Everyone was about to leave. You felt it in the air.
She's like, wow, not even he wants it. How about that?
Rough, yeah.
I took.
Go ahead.
What?
You were saying?
Say what now?
You were saying?
Jay with dementia be like, no, hold on, what was I? Oh, so we were gonna ask him about it. So I said, okay, so what was the main lesson? We're quizzing him.
The lesson? You can't hit me with
You can't
the
hit me with
lesson.
that.
What do you mean?
And then so we simplify. You go, what should you buy?
Yeah. What should you
It's-
do? What should you buy?
Mind you, the episode title is "In the Beginning There Were Jeans."
He goes, oh, I know. The lesson is to listen to you guys.
Listen to you guys, which
Bruh.
is
Bruh.
true.
It's true, but
funny.
that ain't it, homie.
It's funny though of him like saying that to me as well. Is also
Yeah.
kind of
Listen
funny.
to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
I'm glad I'm in there as well.
Yeah. Bullshitter. Could
He
have just said I listened to
yeah.
the first 10 minutes and I couldn't get held up. I mean, I would have respected you for
Yeah.
that. I tried to listen to it. I would have rather hear that. I listened to the whole thing. Now you're just trying to kiss up to us. Then
I
we
mean,
catch
if
you
you-
lacking like that. Come on.
I don't know why you wouldn't listen to it.
Why you wouldn't?
Yeah,
I don't know. Can't get held
it's only 30 minutes. You listen to that on the bog, none on the bog, none on the bog. You listen to it then.
Yeah. You do a lot of things while I listen to it.
Dun, 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 dun. So
Dum-dum-dum.
So the advice last
Boom,
week
boom.
was buy new jeans.
Buy some jeans.
Oh, I forgot.
Get the fit right.
I forgot.
Get the fit
At
right.
the beginning of the episode, I was going to talk about. I was going to double down on the "we're talking" thing to clarify that.
Question mark?
Last episode we talked about how we hate when people say "we're talking."
Oh, yeah.
I want to clarify my joke for the boomers out there and those who didn't get. One time, a girl got a haircut. She posted it on Snapchat. And I was like, "Hey, I like your bangs. Look cute."
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Sorry, I'm talking to someone." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "What the?
Yeah,
what
you're
the
going to be
fuck?"
talking to a pine box in a
Yeah,
second.
and I said, "Why do I care? What's he gonna do? Vote
Yeah,
on
what-
it?" Which I don't care.
What
if
do
you're
I care?
you're in a relationship. Okay,
Right.
your bangs are hot. Did he say that? Homie Jay's saying that.
Right.
Bangs make any girl hotter. By the way,
False. Absolute false.
you will never.
Falsehood.
You don't agree with it on us.
I would never subscribe to that.
Huh.
It's like they're hiding something. You
That's
got
fine.
you got a 6-inch forehead. You got a receding hairline. You got a golf ball dent in your head. What do you hide?
Looney, she's got a big forehead.
She's got bangs.
Yeah,
See?
and her head's shaped like
See?
Carl from Up. That shit's a cube. Make that like in third grade, cutting out the
Prime
paper and
example.
tape that thing up.
Prime example.
But I don't think they always has to hide it.
Nah.
I just think-
I don't think I've ever seen a girl that looked good with bangs.
Bruh,
Ever.
you're
I
off
know
for
my
a
sister's
rocket.
gonna listen to this. You looked good with bangs, but
I agree.
anyone else, not a bangs fan.
But
at
bangs make any girl look hot.
all. I disagree. I unsubscribe.
The boys out there know I'm spitting facts. Is that just 'cause did your wife ever have bangs?
No.
You see, that's why he's trying to play coy.
I'm not trying to see her
He'll
with
say
bangs either. I'm good.
I am. I don't know why you don't agree with that opinion. I think it's a good opinion.
I never have. This is a long-standing feud since
Now-
about 2015.
What were we talking about before this? About the bangs? We were talking about jeans.
The talk. No, we were talking about the
Jeans.
talking thing to clarify for the boomers.
No, we're talking. Yeah. I don't know.
Terrible thing to say. Terrible thing to say. It's just
Lock it down. I see a girl.
lock it
I see a girl. I'm gonna marry her. In a week at most. And it's not.
It's also confusing. So what the hell does that even mean? We're talking.
Yeah.
So you're not dating, but you're talking.
you're off
But are
limits.
you? Yeah. So are you dating or aren't you? You know what I mean? But then,
I
there's
think about when I said the bangs thing to the girl, and she used to we're talking. It's like just tell me to fuck off. What do you have to bring?
And then they get the
You know,
complex.
if I was David Hasselhoff, you probably wouldn't hit me with we're talking.
I don't know. Maybe she would have.
I don't know.
And then they get the complex though to throw once they throw the dating title
We're
on.
talking.
So do I want this anymore? The grass is always greener for them.
Oh yeah, that could be.
If you hear
another-
anyone say we're talking, and they're probably the type of the grass is greener.
yeah,
On the other side, they won't commit to a relationship, so they stay in the.
I don't
the
care. Like I
talking
said,
phase.
we're. I'm ready to marry.
Yeah.
And tomorrow,
If you don't know within like the first 30 seconds,
Bring
if you
me
can
my-
marry this bitch, then you probably shouldn't be.
bring me
talking
my 2 seconds.
2 seconds for you. Wow,
It's not for you.
record breaking.
Give me the mail order bride right here. She's got bangs. It's going down. 2 seconds. I elope.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I have half of my savings. You can have, my dear.
Wow. Just like that.
Yeah. That's not desperate, though, because that's has to be the right girl, obviously. I'm just saying. It's going to marriage in 2 seconds.
Okay. Any girl with bangs, Jay's going to marry you.
Hit me up.
If you're one of his hoes, hit him up. He's with it. Get bangs tomorrow. Send him a picture. He's about it. You could be Meg. You put bangs on you. Apparently, you're hot.
I think she did have bangs. I don't know what that is.
That's what changed it for you.
I'm so passionate about it. It has to be instinctual. Like, it has to be like my ape brain. Like it had to been like an imprinting moment on my head for like the first lady I saw.
Immediately just.
Bangs. I said, who that lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We're talking. And
no, I'm the opposite. If I see a girl with bangs, I'm immediately just the fuck away from me.
You don't got taste.
Leave me alone.
You ain't got taste.
I disagree highly. Disagree.
Will we ever?
No.
Red versus blue, blood versus Crips. Will we ever?
No, we'll never agree.
We'll ever agree.
Your type's the complete opposite of what my type is. I'd say you like them big.
Fuck you.
Kind of ugly. Bangs.
That one's true. I'll take the last two. The first one's not true though. You know how that started?
Yeah, I know how it started.
And recently is fucked.
I'd never let you live it down.
Yeah. No examples or anything, but just.
No, we're not going to give any context. It's just, that's funny as shit, man.
Your dad had great advice on that. Do we drop that?
Of course. Got to drop it. Big girls just keep getting bigger.
So that goes along.
I think that applies for medium girls.
So that goes along with the grass not always green on this side. And that's also, you can add in there, cut your losses.
Because they're big girls just keep getting bigger. Unless you do some Malcolm in the Middle shit and slip dieting pills into their.
When's the last time you see Malcolm in the Middle?
Long time, but he did the opposite. He loves his wife fat, so he would just be putting fat.
Once again, another Family Guy thing where Lois gets fat, he's shoving cakes.
Yeah, right.
Because he loves fat sex.
You do the opposite, maybe, or you could fix something up or sort something out for you. But yeah, big girls just keep getting bigger. That's a good one.
Yeah.
You can engrave that in stone. And someone would
that might be. I kind of
million years from now, someone will look at that and go, "Wow."
I feel guilty for him for him saying that because I feel like that's his magnum opus.
Yeah, thanks, Dad. Damn good.
A lot of examples too where it's true.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of examples where it's not true.
The tale as old as time.
But there's also a lot of examples where it's not true though. But maybe you hear a lot of horror stories about a guy going after a girl. He fixes her up, and now she's hot, and then she dumps him. She
dumps your ass.
Yeah.
So it's a lose-lose.
So another advice: don't be the fix.
I don't think that's quite true though. You think there's a lot of cases of them being big and then not being big, and then we're all working out? I don't think that's true.
I think them getting hot and then leaving is more because it's like the. I
think that'd be more frequent than a girl be kind of big.
I think it's
get pregnant and then slim way down.
The hell you
I feel like that's very unlikely.
What the hell are you talking about? Talking about big mamas?
Big girls just keep getting bigger.
Is that true?
So you got a medium girl. She gets pregnant and she puts on a lot of pounds. I think it's unlikely for her to dip below medium, and it's more likely for her to go big.
Now that's a case. Now that's a case medium. As old as time, right there.
Yeah.
Baby weight. More about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the advice last time: buy new jeans.
It's another thing we gotta talk about is the freshman 15. At some point, we gotta bring that up.
Is that true?
Yeah, we got.
That's already passed us.
At some point.
So the theory for that is, you move out, so you're feeding yourself.
I don't know. You move out, you go to college. I didn't experience this, but you move out, you go to college, and you get the freshman 15, whatever that means. I don't know if it's because you're.
Can you imagine gaining 15 pounds of weight?
Partying, drinking, who the hell knows? But it is pretty true. I've seen a lot of cases of that. I think a lot of it has to do with you're not doing sports anymore, I think, because you're forced to do sports and gym and all that shit. Now you're out there on your own, and all you care about is drinking.
Especially now with online.
Surviving on ramen.
Oh, yeah. And especially now with online stuff.
Yeah, what the hell you got to look good for? Your Zoom.
You don't even have to move at all.
Nah.
Well, you have to look good, obviously, for Friday night.
You could have your dick hanging out on Zoom. You know, they wouldn't even
Jeffrey
be able to
Tubin
tell.
style.
Just put on a tuxedo
don't
and
do
you're
that,
good.
By the way, don't have your dick hanging out in Zoom.
What? Well, don't show it, but you could.
Not worth the
I would
risk.
do some shit like that. That'd be sick.
You think that'd be sick?
Yeah, why not? To be able to say that? Yeah, I was in class. My dick was out. No one would even know. Who would know? Your roommate? Look the other way.
What's wrong with you?
Who? Literally.
We have what's going on here? What is it? Workaholics?
We got Workaholics.
Workaholics is on the television.
And this homie literally just had his meat out.
Yeah, me in the show.
Blurred.
Who that lady?
Blurred, but yeah.
All right. So the advice for this episode, that's what it was: buy new jeans. Clarify. Get it in your size. Don't have the 6 inches above your ankle. You're not like a 14-year-old girl.
Get a good fit. That's all.
There's a lot of kids. We'll go to the mall and we'll see like a group of girls, all 3 of them, and they all have white shirts, white Converse,
The copy and paste fit.
light wash jeans that are 6 inches too small.
White Converse or white Vans. The copy paste.
Yeah, that is kind of a style though. Getting it really short. I mean, I didn't want to do it, but
I think I'm going to change up the advice for this one a little bit.
okay. What's the advice for this episode?
You got to have the threes. Got to build some structure. An example would be.
Hold on. You could say this about literally anything. You put anything you want in there about the threes.
I know, but
it's all about the. I wish I had more examples.
This is my example. You got to have the threes. Build a little structure around.
It's all about the laundry, tan, gym.
No, my examples would be shit, shower, shave. You know, you don't want to shit after you get out of the shower. So now you're gross again.
So another.
It's
grooming.
You know, we got like a process here. Like we're going down a road. We can't throw them right into giving them hoe.
The more I'm doing this podcast, the more I realize how much we disagree on things.
That's fine. You got to build it. You got to build them up. You can't throw a baby in a pool and expect it to swim. So you got to have your threes.
That's what they did with me. I turned out fine.
Yeah, you did. Sure. Build a little structure. You got to have your threes. Shit, shower, shave. That's my.
I think there was like
advice.
A story of actually a kid like related to me, like someone in my family that died because they drowned in a pool.
Yeah, you hear it all the time. That's why you don't throw a baby in the pool and expect it to swim.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like a thing with my family though. One of my dumbass relatives or something died.
That's probably your other brother.
I'll ask about it. Yeah,
that's
my sister.
Why Jeff. Put her there. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, build a little structure. You got to have your threes.
And
whether that be gym, tan, laundry, shit, shower, shave, whatever. It is.
Any other examples would be.
I don't think
that's a lame one.
More examples, they could figure it out.
I think we had enough advice. We don't have to name the podcast after it. I would say the grass is not green on the other side. We'll save the don't call hot for next episode.
Yeah. Like I said, it's like going down a road. You clean yourself up. That's why we're talking about the threes in this one. Got to build a little structure. The shit, shower, shave advice is you look groomed. You don't want to walk around. If you walk around with a neck beard, you got issues. That's why you got to shit, shower, shave, take care of yourself.
I'm as you know, I'm anti-facial hair, except the shitty stash. I'm pro shitty stash, but beards are overplayed.
I'm just anti-neck beard.
And I'm anti-beard being your personality.
Yeah. Can't have a personality trait of beard.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Or bad beard.
Because then you're like a soy boy. You know what I mean? That's like your fallback, which means you don't really have much.
I think the clean-shaven look is underrated.
You think so?
Yeah. I think it's like a timeless look. That was a thing of like the 30s and, you know, when guys used to dress
Frank
up
Sinatra kind of thing?
Suits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grooming.
Yeah.
Get a haircut.
We'll get to the juicier advice in a couple episodes from now.
I hope
now
we're
talking.
I mean, we did talk a lot about
clean it up. Is this one?
We did talk about women a lot and about relationship advice somewhat.
It's just gonna keep heating up from here.
So, bullet points of what we talked about would be: do you have anything you want to talk about? Anything you remember? Big girls keep getting bigger, so just know that it could be not true, but just something to just look to.
Scrape to the surface.
Shout out. That's not dissing on our big mamas on there. We love our big mamas out there.
Jay loves his big
could have changed Peyton's life. That's what I said. If he
Loves
got
his big
one
mamas.
early on in his life, he would have never went back.
Loves the big mamas.
We love our big mamas out there. I don't want to discredit all the thin shotties out there that think they shouldn't shoot their shot now because Payne's joking over there.
Jay's trying to keep his options open. He wants his shits open.
Even the anti-bangers out there.
There are any hoes out there think about getting bangs and trying to be with Jay? Now's your chance.
You're gonna keep an eye out now. Anyone you know is gonna get them. You're gonna be like, you listen.
Oh, Jay, yeah. Oh my God, you like bangs?
Or maybe they just don't like you. They're trying to get you away.
Good.
I don't want that. You got bang mentality.
Yeah, we're good on that front.
Yeah, the grass not growing on the other side. Don't say I'm talking, which is from last week, but it's good to reiterate. And if a male's saying that, shoot him
on site.
Yeah, either another male if you're a female and he's saying that.
About to put him in.
And if a girl's saying that, there's 15 other in the texts. So also, I guess a guy too.
You're burnt.
If you're saying that, is also most likely there's a.
Yeah. They got commitment issues if you hear we're talking.
What is that about, commitment issues? Was that because dad left?
Oh, we can't hop into this towards the end of the episode.
40 minutes in.
Yeah, we can't hop into this one, but
You ever see the photo of like the 3 8-year-olds are on the couch?
Yeah,
and
of course I have.
And the caption something like discussing women's
Yeah.
rights. That's literally what this is. Where
Right.
I'm trying to bring up at the nth hour. So let's
right
talk
at the very end. Yeah,
let's talk
that's
about
a juicy. We could be on that for a whole episode.
about
probably.
what commitment issues mean.
Yeah, we could definitely. That could be an entire episode.
We'll end this with this. Life short. Last day on earth. Don't waste it by pussyfooting around. Hitting with I'm talking stuff. Great advice I should take.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'll go and streak.
So the whole actual goal of this podcast is to give enough advice that Jay starts to take it.
Yeah.
That's the real goal.
I mean, you could take some advice.
Like what?
Like
girls with bangs.
Yeah. It'd open up your options.
Gross.
It'd open up your options. Big mamas. That's it.
Good. Get some structure. Clean yourself.
I think this
up.
podcast was good. I think this one's more palatable for other people. You could like, listen to this podcast.
Yeah, we toned it down a little bit.
Toned it down. Trimmed it up. No more bad words.
Just a couple.
No more talking about
a little topper in there.
Gay fantasies. Yeah. Go check us out on all those platforms. Give me money. Anything else you want to say?
Check out our GoFundMe. Please,
Yeah.
baby.
And so that's it. We'll see you sometime. Well, not this is like my last episode. That's by the way too. There's no episode 3. So this is it.
A little 2 and done.
So I hope this podcast has changed your life. And Nancy Pelosi does insider trading.
Sheesh.